Hi guys, it's Kim and I'm back again for a brand new introduction for a new project pan. And this was created by Jessica. It's called Throwback 30, and for this, she chose 30 of the projects that the Pantastic Ladies had been working on for the past year, or things that are still maybe going on but are almost going to be finished. And our job is to, for each of the 30 projects, choose a product to go with each prompt. So I will leave everything down in the description box that you need to know. In order to really do this project, you have to be part of the Pantastic Ladies. Otherwise, there's no way you're going to be able to see all the prompts and know exactly what is going on. But I'm celebrating tonight with a glass of rosé, so join me or not, but let me get on with this intro. So the first project that was chosen was 12 Days of Christmas. And for that, it's like the song, you know, the first day of Christmas my true love gave to me. So I picked the 8 Maids of Milking. And this has been in a project before. It is the Milk Makeup Bronzer in the shade Baked. And this measures out at 65.29 grams. And my goal is to use this 30 times in honor of Throwback 30. So wish me luck 30 times. The next product I have is for the project 50 Shades of Panning. And like you might be thinking, yes, it's based on 50 Shades of Grey. So for that, we had to pick a risque themed product. And I chose a gray eyeshadow. This is depotted from a Unique Addiction palette. And, oh, I just kind of swatched it along the way. It's a really steely gray bluish color. And my goal is to hit pan on this. Wish me luck, because I just don't think that's going to happen. Although I do have a whole year. The next product was for the project 50 Shades of Pink, and for that I chose a blush from Unique. This is a depotted blush that I chose, and my goal for this is to use it 30 times. So wish me luck on that. The next project is 7 Deadly Pans, and so that you were supposed to pick one of the 7 deadly sins: lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride, and come up with a product that goes with one of those 7 deadly sins. So I chose the L'Oreal Wrinkle Expert Eye Cream because I figured we use eye cream to make our under eyes look better, which is prideful. So I'm using this for pride. My goal is to finish that. The next project was Around the World, and for that there were many different flags from different countries. So I chose the United States flag, which is red, white, and blue. And for that I chose a blue shadow in the shade Cynical, and the goal for this is to hit pan. I think this might, nope, this is the second to last blue shadow that I have that isn't in a project yet. So you know how I feel about blue eyeshadows. Wish me luck. I'm asking for a lot of luck, guys. I know you're going to give it to me. Beauty A to Z is the next project, and for that you just had to pick a random letter and pick a product to go with it. So we could have picked anything pretty much. So I picked the single shadow from Unique in the shade Astute, and my goal for this is to hit pan. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem doing that. It's a really nice transition color. It could also be like a nice blending color, so I'm not worried about that at all. Next up is Birthstone Beauty, and for that we had to choose a product to go along with a birthstone, and for that I chose this eye pencil from Unique in the shade Prosperous. It's really pretty green. My birthstone is emerald. I've always wanted like a really pretty emerald ring, so maybe I'll have to get myself one. I don't know, why can't I pick out myself something? You know what I'm saying? So that is my goal. My goal is to use that 30 times. Next product is for the project Budget Beauty. And for this one, we had to pick a budget-friendly or drugstore product. And for that, I chose my L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask. My goal is to use this up. And I'm excited to get it in my bathroom and start using it because I'm kind of in need of another mask. And from using it before, I really liked it. So I don't think I'm going to need luck finishing that one. The next is the project Drop 10 Before Summer. And this is a product that we had to choose that was summer themed. So for that, I chose my Betty Luminizer. This is supposed to be a highlighter, but I really think that it's going to be more of a luminizing blush or a bronzer for me. So my goal for this one is to use it 30 times. I don't know about that, but we'll see. We will see. Sorry, I'm rearranging my products. And I have shadow all over the side of my finger. But I don't know from what. Cheers. Okay. The next product is a product for the project Fall For You, which is something that you love. And that is my Too Faced Naturally Radiant Concealer. I've marked it and that's where I'm at. My goal is to use this 30 times. I do love this. It really brightens up my under eyes and it's like the perfect shade for me. So I can't wait to get some more use out of it and see how I end up with it. The next product is for the Project Cupid's Bow. Reminds you of Valentine's Day or love, so I chose a wedding veil for love, and for that I chose my Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I'm all the way down there. This is a deluxe sample size. My goal is to use it up, and I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with that at all, and I really, really like it, so I'm not worried about that one. The next project was Food for Thought, and for that we had to choose something that had a food name, something that smells like food, something that's in food packaging. So I chose the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Face Palette. This is brand new to my collection. I just bought it on Mercari. It's brand spanking new. I have the highlight, the blush, and the bronzer. I got the idea to purchase this from Rebecca S. She used to be panning and stuff. And then from Alejandra Lizette, they both pan this. I thought it was gorgeous. And my goal for this is to use it 30 times as well. Then for the project Harry Potter, I chose the prompt Bludger, which is a black product. So for that, I chose the Mary Kay shadow in the shade Brilliant Black. And I want to hit pan in this. It's a really pretty black shimmery color. It's going to be a little scary to use, but I do think that I can, whether I use it as a liner or I use it in the outer corners or maybe even an all over lid shade and then brighten it up with something else. So I'm excited to play with that. The next project is In the Panning Zone, and this is something that is all alone in your collection. I picked that prompt, and the product I picked for it is my Tarte Fake Awake eye pencil, and this I would put in my waterline, and I measured it on the cap. It starts down there, it goes all the way up to there. So, you know, when I took the cap off, I measured it on the cap, and that's how I'm going to keep track. So wish me luck. My goal is to finish this. And next, for lip service, I chose a lip product, and that is the Unique Balm. So far, this is where it's at. If I roll it all the way up, it's going to go from the bottom here up to there. My goal is to finish this. I have no doubt that I will. This is going to stay on my bedside table. It's going to be used. Next is the Mean Girls project. This is a quote that you had to pick from the Mean Girls. And I chose the prompt, something you bought because of someone else. And that is the Misha BB cream. And this I bought because of Jessica Braun. She raves about this. I cannot wait to use it. It's brand new in my collection. And my goal is to use this 30 times. Then for the prompt Movie Madness, you are going to link any movie to it. So I chose The Shawshank Redemption, and I chose gray because of the handcuffs. And for that, I chose another depotted shadow from a Unique palette. and it's like a gray shade, steely gray, to go along with the metallic handcuffs. One of my favorite movies, and my goal is to hit pan. For the Nightmare Before Christmas project, you are to choose a Christmas or Halloween themed item. So I chose something with a black package, and for that I chose the Revlon lipstick in the shade Rum Raisin. This is like, what's it called? The Revlon Super Lustrous. It's a shine lipstick. It's so pretty. I have it on my lips right now. It's such a nice glossy formula, and my goal is to use half. I marked it on the cap, so we'll see whenever I hit half is when I'll hit my goal. So I put down how much in centimeters I have, and I'll aim to hit half of that. The next product is for Once Upon a Pan, and for that I chose the prompt Rumpelstiltskin Mr. Gold, and that's something, or the dark one, something dark brown or gold. So for that I chose this unique depotted shadow. It's a dark brown, and this will be great for my outer corner or crease or whatever. So I'm excited to use that one, and my goal is to hit pan. The next is for the panning games, and for that you had to pick a product from a box. So what I did was I took a whole bunch of lipsticks. I took bullet lipsticks. I threw them in a box. I randomly picked one out. You okay, Rosie? I thought she farted. She just coughed. I thought you farted. You okay? She's just looking at me like, why are you asking? Anyway, I chose the lipstick from the Luxe line of ColourPop, and this is in the shade Still Crazy. It looks pinker than it is in person, but I really love this shade. It's a really pretty nude, and I marked it on the cap. I'm up there, and my goal for this is to use half of it as well. So wish me luck. I have a bazillion and one lip products in projects. I think I'm crazy. The next project is for panning solitaire, and that was last year's Pan That palette for the year from the Fantastic Ladies. So for that, we were to first pan a single, and then a duo, and then a trio. So for that, I chose a single shadow that I repressed. It was a unique mineral pigment in the shade Enamored, and this is where I'm at, and my goal is to finish it. I'm a little bit worried though, because the other three shadows that I chose that were like this crumbled and they were awful. So I hope that that stays intact and I'm able to use it without it just blowing up everywhere. Next up is for the project Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, and for that we had to choose a Christmas song, so I chose Blue Christmas, and for that I chose this ColourPop Depotted shadow from the Wet palette in the shade Mood, and the goal is to hit pan. I don't know what else to say. I mean, me and blue eyeshadows, I'm just trying to get them out of my face. So I'm hoping that if I put them into projects, I'll use them, and then in the end, I'll either franken them or I'll do something and they'll get out of my collection. The next project is Say Good Day to Project Panning, and this is a product that you could use every day and never get sick of, and for that I chose my Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in the scent Vanilla, and so far I've only used it a few times. You can see a little bit of a dent. This is going to go on my bedside table as well, and my goal is to finish this within the next year, so I'm hoping this project runs from July 28th to next year, July 28th. So you have a whole year, and I'm hoping I can use it up. Then I had from the Significant Other Project Pan. This is a product picked by my significant other, and because I don't have one of those living in my household, I chose two products. One was the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and the other one was the Milk Makeup Blur Stick, and I put them on opposite ends of the floor. I left the room, and then I called Rosie to the door, and she went to this one first, and that is the Milk Makeup Blur Stick. So my goal, that's where I'm at. It goes up in the thing. My goal is to finish this. So I think I will. I don't think I'll have a problem with it. When I've used it in the past, I really didn't think I'm like, okay, what does this do? Whatever, but I'll use it and I'll finish it. Next project is Skin is In. This is one that I'm currently doing as well, and it's one I'll continue to do, but for that we had to choose a skincare product, and for that I chose the Aveeno lotion. This is an 8-ounce tube and it's about halfway done. I chose this and my goal is to finish it, so this will go on my bedside table as well. Then I have the 4 Seasons project pan, which I'm currently working on. So I chose another product to go in for this project. It's something that I picked. It was summer themed. You could pick from one of the 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, fall. I picked summer, and for that I chose the CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen. And this is a tinted sunscreen, SPF 30. My goal is to use this 20 times. So 20 times. And we'll see where I'm at with that. Wish me luck. Did I mark? Yep, I marked it. That's where it is. Isn't this sad? Like it's not, it's like halfway. I hate how they fill things. All right, next up, Turn and Burn. For Turn and Burn, you had to pick samples or something that would be quick to go through. So for that, I chose all of my paper perfume samples. And I have 26 of them, and my goal is to finish them. So I'm going to finish them within the next year. That means I only really have to use like 1 a week. I think I can do that. And then these will be out of my collection. Next up, I have the Unicorn Project Pan. And for that, the prompt was one of a kind or magical, which is like an iridescent product, a duo product, duo or multi-chrome, a glittery, or just something colorful. And for that, I picked the JD Glow Galaxy Shadow in the shade Fairy Acid. This is so pretty. It goes like silver, green, blue, purple. It is gorgeous. Goldish. It's got like gold in it too. My goal for this is to use it 20 times. So here's to that. And then Winnie the Pan is the next project. And for that, I chose one of the characters that were listed, and I chose Owl because owls can have gray in them. And the one product I chose was this gray shadow from an Addiction palette from Unique. It's very, very similar to the other ones that I chose, but I'm putting it in. And for this, I want to hit pan. So again, wish me luck. And then finally, the prompt, Wizard of Panning. And I chose Munchkins, something that you use to protect your skin. And for that, I chose the First Aid Beauty Anti-Redness Serum. And my goal is to finish this up. So these are all my products for the Throwback 30 Project Pan for 2021-22. And I'm super excited to be in this project and to see where I'm at with things by the end of next July. So wish me luck, and I will be here to update you every month. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you liked me, please consider subscribing. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will talk with you soon.